welcome to this episode. In today's video we start here and we're at the top of the Glenisla here. So this little, it looks like there's a little water monitoring station down here. So that's what we've come to have a look at. Alright folks, it's got a wet foot already. I've only been here for 2 seconds and I've already got wet feet. So I'm not sure what this is for, but this is on the River Isla and it's made of cement. I'm guessing it's for monitoring the river height. It's quite an unusual looking little place. So here they must be monitoring the rainfall and stuff of that kind with a little funnel thing. So that is interesting. It's got bits on it here. It's like it's had a wee bridge over it at one time. It's similar to what I've seen on the Invermark video. So I'm not sure if further up this river they've got a way of controlling the flow or something like that. But it is interesting. And that there must be some sort of rain collection system. Maybe to monitor how much rain falls. This massive mountain over here is Mount Blair. We saw it a few weeks ago in the video when we were at the old Highland game location, which is up the glen here. So that is interesting folks, there's a little clock thing on the wall there. So they are definitely measuring the rainfall or the water flow, or both. So there we go. That was a little unique location for the start of the video. At the opposite side of the road to where I parked here is the Catturn Trail, which is like a walking trail. And then further along here there's a cool old bridge, which we'll go and take a quick look at before I clear out of here. So the sign there says Glenprosen 10 miles. In this direction we are going here says Spittal of Glenshee 8 miles, 13 kilometres. Here's a little story about the old folklore of the glen here. Apparently there used to be giants, and the story is the big stone back at the mill at the roadside is a huge stone. There's no really a good place to stop next to it, but apparently the giants threw the big stone from the top of Mount Blair at the miller. So the stone's known as the Miller Stone or the Giant Stone. But here's another massive stone here, similar to those ones further down the glen there. So this is another one of these stone bridges that's got so much character. It's totally unique to the location it's built in. And an interesting point about this little road that leads up, it runs alongside the Isla River, and that is actually where the old Highland Games used to be held, up that road there. So the Highland Game location we saw a few weeks ago in the video was actually the new location. Looks like something's hit this bridge recently. The top stones there have moved. So that water station looks unique down there with the big cement pillars. It's a pretty high bridge, but it's narrow from the era it was built. Here's a unique feature of this bridge. It's got a post box built into it. And that post box will still be emptied every day. It's not actually an old post box, it's an ER it says on it, which is the Queen. But there's one further down the glen here which is GR, which is even older, which would have been the Queen's father George, that would have been in power when that was put in place. So there's no easy way down to get underneath that bridge, so we'll move on and find another interesting location for this video. Alright folks, we're now at the back of Mount Blair, which you can see there. But something pretty cool that wasn't on the hills last week. We now have snow on the top of all the back hills. So over the next few months that'll get lower and lower as the temperatures get colder, and it'll be snowing soon on the BKR videos. But it looks like right now it's just at the hilltops. But Mount Blair has definitely got snow on the top of it this side. The view up here is incredible. This is the back road that takes you from the Glen Shee Road over towards Edzell. And also it's the road that's got the big wind turbines on it. So there we go folks, snow on the hills. Alright folks, today we start here at the Glenisla Brig, because we've got a day off through the week here and it's heavy rain once again, and I came through this blue door here on the wall because there's a cool historical wonder at the riverside here. It's heavy rain right now, but I've decided to brave it and come out here. The historical wonder that I've come to see is located here at the riverside. You can see the roof of it there, and I think at one time it was a pumping station for water for a big house which is located nearby. So it looks like I'll get down here. Once again folks, I should have had the wellies on, but I'm in the trainers. It's wet underfoot. Today I was considering putting the wellies on because it's raining, but I thought for the athletic ability of having the trainers on it'll be a lot better. I should maybe put up my hood here. No, I won't bother. Right. So here we go. This is like steps cut into the solid bedrock here we're going down. This is totally not advised in the rain, or probably you have to be careful any weather here. Here we go folks, look at this beautiful view of the Glenisla Brig. That's the main road that you drive over when you're going from Edzell to Victorian. The river here is ferocious like we saw in last week's episode. This past few weeks in Scotland we've had a lot of rain. I'm being really cautious here, keeping my centre of gravity low, so if I slip I won't lose my balance. Right, this is really cool. This was totally worth coming down here in the rain to see this. Look at it folks, there's like a water wheel thing up here. So this cut out bit here could be something to do with this water wheel. I'm going to have to be so careful here, so I could end up in the river. But I'm going to brave this slippy rock face. Excuse the poor camera angles in this next little shot. I'm going to be just climbing. There's nothing to grip onto here folks. This is crazy. We've made it. We've made it, folks. Here we are. This is absolutely incredible. Look what we've got here. So it was really dangerous getting up here, but look how cool it is. What we've got here is some old pump. Wait a minute, folks, I'll get the torch. So, what we've got here in this shed is an old pump, which would have been run with a cam mechanism here. Well, no, a cam, but it's been run with this wheel. As this wheel rotates, right, I'm seeing it now, we're figuring out history as we observe it. As this wheel rotates here, it's a top fed water wheel, and the water would have come in this hole here from, I can see a pipe. So this pipe here was coming down and feeding it from somewhere, maybe higher up river, and the water would have come right in here and turned that old wheel, and you can see the shape. The wood would have been in there, or maybe it was metal. Tin plates might have been in there. Oh no, that's maybe a bit of the roof. But anyway, the water wheel would have turned, and as it turned, it pumped that pump, and then that would have pumped the water up to, I think there's a big house at the bridge. I'm not sure if it's the bridge house or what, but that must have been what this was for. So there is a cool historical nugget, a historical gem, and look at it, it's just about falling down the hill. Every year it's getting worse and worse. Anyway, I'll give the camera a dry. Right folks, this is extreme. This was a crazy climb on a day like this to see this, and I totally wouldn't advise anybody to come up here. The rain's on so heavy here, we're away to make our way back down. So the way I'm doing this here, I'm just using rocks and bits of foliage for grip. On a climb like this, you have to retrace your footsteps, so you have to remember what way you went up, or else you can get stuck. That was crazy. If you could actually see how wet the camera is right now, and bits of grass and stuff on it. That's how I use these little cameras for explorers like this. So I apologise for the rainy lens on the camera. This spot here is crazy, worn into the bedrock. And that bridge is incredible. When the weather's a bit better and the river's a bit lower, we'll come here on a mission and go underneath that bridge and have a look, have a proper look at it. But that's the Glenisla bridge. Anyway folks, here we go. Climbing back out of this wet, watery wonderland. Incredible. So I'm so glad I found that little tin shed there. Like, I knew that it was around here somewhere, but I'd never actually looked for it, and I didn't think I would find it so easily. Anyway folks, thanks very much for watching. I'll end the video here. We'll see you in the next one.